going to read what Kevin says. Christopher was unprofessional. He would drink while working in the cafe. He would let stock run out. He was taking money from the business and paying it into his personal account without warning. After 3 weeks, he just shut the business. We've been completely reasonable with Christopher throughout all of this, never threatening or difficult. We knew this was never going to work out, so simply asked the £2,000 back, but he's refused. I'd known Christopher a few years and built some trust up with him, but everything that's happened has changed the way I see him. He can be very ignorant, and he's been slandering myself and Clive's names, telling people we robbed him, which isn't true. That's what he says. What's it done to you to lose that money if you lose it? What does that mean to you?
It's my saving.
Now, whatever I rule on, what I need to get a sense of isn't just your financial situation now, but when somebody says, who's had some success over the years and held down a family and a partner, that they've gone from top to bottom, it helps me get a broader sense, and it helps Jamie listen and hear you, which is critical for the two of you if you're going to move forward. There are lots of men out there that find it very difficult to talk about their feelings. And you're a young person, you're under 40, both of you. And you know that the biggest killer of young people, young men under 40, is suicide.
Yeah.
And part of the reason for that is because people don't talk about what's going on. And it's not the only cure, but one of the real benefits is to say to a friend, to have a good friend around them, say, I'm vulnerable, I'm worried, I'm sad. It's really important, and it's especially important for younger men.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
It's helpful even to hear somebody say, I'm having a bad time.
Yeah.
Right? So, Peter, can I just ask you that question? How it was that you found yourself going from top to bottom? What was it?
Just getting down with myself, I suppose. You know what I mean? I had my beautiful daughter, and just, yeah, I just feel like I messed up.
The court has awarded £1,950. I can't force you to do this, but it's been a very long time, too long. Yeah. Can I ask you to shake hands?
You know, I really appreciate you talking to me like that, because some things are more important than money. I've claimed my family back, so...
Please.
I can't put a price on that, so thank you.
Jamie won his case and was awarded the full amount of his claim.
This court awards you £2,196.21. Shell.
Yeah. I'm really sorry, Mum.
I need you to turn to your mum and say it.
You know I'm sorry. You know I'm sorry for everything I've done and that.
There's got to be a change.
Yeah, I know that.
And you have got to guarantee that you will never, ever take off us again.
No, I wouldn't.
You have had all the chances in the world off me and Dave.
Yeah, I have.
And now you've got this dog grooming. I want you to grow up and be a woman and go out there and show us what you're made of.
Yeah, I do.
Order of this court is £2,196.21. You, madam, are very, very lucky indeed. Different parents, different family members would have dealt with this in a very, very different way, and you would be in a very, very different court.
You're making me out to be an absolute horrible person, and you know I'm not.
You're not a horrible person, but you've took things from us without asking.
No.
That's not right.
I didn't do it to hurt anybody. That was never, ever my intention. And I did get carried away with it.
All you had to do was ask. And if even if we said no, it should just mean no, and you can't do it. At the end of the day, you know, she is our daughter, and I'm just hoping, you know, she's been up in front of the judge today, and I just hope that he's made her say sense.
Denise, you're on holiday. Things are okay between the 5th and the 7th. You've no reason to believe that there was a problem.
Well, on the 8th of February, I hadn't heard anything from David at all. And I remember texting at something like 3:20 in the afternoon, Barbados time, to say, is everything okay? I couldn't settle. I just couldn't settle because I hadn't heard anything. So my husband, Peter, he went off to the beach. He said, well, I'm not going to hang about. I'll go off to the beach. And I, as I say, couldn't settle. And then I got a message to say that Delphi was dead. And then that was followed by some horrendous pictures. And I can just remember absolutely losing the plot. I was screaming like a mad woman because my husband wasn't there. And I went out onto the balcony where we were stopping, and I was just yelling for him. I couldn't believe it. It was like my worst nightmare. My heart had been ripped out. And he came up to me and said, "What now? What's wrong?" And I said that Delphi was dead and showed him the photos, and we were just, the pair of us, we were just sobbing. I just couldn't believe it.
The first thing I need to see is the text message. Hello, Denise and Peter. Oh my God, I'm sorry to have to tell you this. We left at 11 a.m. to visit Manchester. We got caught in traffic coming home and got back at 4:30, that's 16:30, to find Delphi dead on the kitchen floor. Ria still twisted her collar in her jaw. They'd obviously had a fight and Delphi's body was already stiff and cold. Ria is looking mortified. We are truly sorry to have to give you this dreadful news. Sir, did you send photographs of the body?
I did. I sent photographs of the scene we encountered on our return to the home.
And you're careful with your money, with your children, because your children mean the world to you.
Correct.
And does the money you spend chiefly go on you or them?
Them.
How tough is it?
Very. I work full-time, but I only work nights because I have the boys during the day, take them to nursery, pick them up from nursery, spend a couple of hours with them and then go to work at night. Me and my other half, we literally just cross paths. He comes home from work and I go to work.
You were standing in the cold. How do you feel about that now?
Angry. Words can't really explain how I feel about it, to be fair, because, you know, I did it out of the goodness of my heart to help her. And in relation to that, I've been left with my credit card bill that I have to pay each month now because I don't have the money from her to pay it.
And I want to help you, believe it or not.
Yes, Judge.
And there's Sally, whose children have to go without things.
Mm-hmm.
You care about that?
I do, Judge.
So you're going to be honest.
Yes, Judge.
You spent some of the money that was due to be paid back in an instalment on gambling. How much?
I think it's about £40.
You said 20, it's now doubled.
No, I spent...
Phone a friend, 50-50? How much debt are you currently in, including, listen, including banks, including friends, including anybody else who has lent you money? In total, how much debt are you in?
Probably about £9,000, Judge, in total.
How bad has it got?
Very bad. Really bad.
You have children?
Yes.
What's it do to you to have bailiffs round at your house, madam?
I can't go to work. I know it's not the right thing, Judge, because I need to go to work to get money.
It's okay.
But I'm having to take medication twice. I've thought I'm just better off dead. So I understand, and I am sorry for everything that I've done, and I'm trying to make amends. I'm just struggling. Me and my partner have split up now. And yes, that is my fault. I know that I take full ownership for it all.
You've got yourself in real financial difficulty.
Yes, Judge. I am sorry to Sally, and I didn't mean, my intentions weren't to hurt anybody.
There's an old saying, a problem's not a real problem that you can throw money at. It's easy to say if you've got money. Do you understand?
Yes, Judge.
But was there a stage when your children were at risk of losing their home?
Yes, Judge.
Could you and your children have been homeless?
On Friday, Judge, but I've sorted it out. I've managed to speak with the rent office, and we're going to make a plan in place. They're aware that I'm off work now, but as soon as just Friday just gone, I have emails of eviction warnings and eviction proceedings.
It's terrifying.
It is very. If I was on my own, and it's only what I deserve, but I've got.
No.
I've got my daughter.
Nobody deserves to be in this situation, you included. You understand, right?
Yes, Judge.
Don't be stupid. Stay and watch the best Judge Rinder moments. And I'm talking. Understood? Don't be a moron. Subscribe to Judge Rinder YouTube channel. Right now. That's an order.